Hi all, it's Deborah and coming to you via video today because I want to discuss a topic that I think is a little bit too lengthy for a regular post. And I think also that video is appropriate just because of the topic. So, I say a lot about stretching yourself, and I encourage you to stretch yourself so that you can grow into something different, something bigger than who you are and where you are right now, right? And so I encourage stretching in your career, stretch to go into that next level. Stretch yourself by training, stretch yourself by reading, learning something new and different. Also, stretching yourself in business. Stretch yourself to come up with new ideas, new innovative ideas of how to grow your business. And here's the reason why stretching is so important. If we don't stretch, just like when we're exercising, if we don't stretch, if we don't force ourselves to go beyond our limits, to do something different, we stagnate. And when we stagnate, then we get complacent. When we get complacent, then we end up staying in this space, in this place for longer than we intended. God needs you to stretch. He puts us in situations a lot that may be a little fearful at times, but it's always meant for our good because He understands that what you have asked and prayed to Him for is something beyond your capabilities, your current capabilities. So in order to be prepared to partake of everything that He has for you, He knows you're going to have to stretch and you're going to have to become bigger and better and wiser than you are currently. It's the same thing as when you're working out. When you're working out and your muscles get to a place where they fatigue, right? They get weak, they get tired, you start shaking because you're going into a place that you've never taken them into before. They like to push back, just like we do when we get into a fearful situation. We like to push back. We like to put the brakes on and we like to back up and we like to say, hey, that's a place I don't want to go to. But guess what? If we don't push ourselves past it, just like with exercising, if we don't push our muscles past the place of fatigue, then they will never grow. They will never get bigger. We will never get better. So this is also the place where we are beyond our abilities and where we need God to come in and help us out, right? So there are many reasons for us to stretch and to grow. One is good for us, but then two, it requires us to call on God, and it's good for our relationship with Him. We do not want to be stagnant. Think about this, right? You've seen a pond, right? You've seen the ocean. So the ocean, because that water is being fed, is constantly flowing. You see the waves that are coming in. That water has strength. It can do a lot of things. We've seen it. Tsunami comes in, it knocks over trees, it knocks over buildings, it erodes the ground. It does a lot because there's a lot of power because that water is flowing versus looking at a pond that is not being fed and water is not flowing into it, the water is not flowing in it. It gets stagnant. What happens to it? We've seen it. Sediment forms at the top of it. When sediment forms, then all kind of crud, all kind of nasty stuff starts forming. Fish can't survive in it. Oxygen is not flowing through it. You got bugs, you got mosquitoes, you got flies, you got gnats. None of that is good. I do not want your life, your career, or your business to stagnate. And I know you don't want it either. And I know God doesn't want it. So if you are in a situation where you feel like, hey, I'm coming up against some fearful stuff, then I would suggest change your perspective on it. Look at this as a place for you to stretch and to grow. And also, I'm going to challenge you to do this. Don't just wait for situations to come at you where it requires you to be more confident and less fearful. I'm going to challenge you to put yourself in situations every day, not crazy situations, but every day. I'm going to challenge you for the next week. Try this out. Say to yourself every morning, I am going to stretch past my abilities. I'm going to do something today that scares the crap out of me. because I want to grow. And I'm going to control my growth. I want to grow today. I want to grow as fast as I can. So I'm going to stretch myself every day to force myself to grow and to get better. Take that challenge with me. I love to hear what happens over the next week, because what I know is going to happen, and you will find this out, you're going to get a lot more adept at whatever it is that you're trying to do. It's going to be easier. You're going to feel more confident and assured doing it. Unfortunately, we can't get to that good place, that place of confidence, until we stretch, until we break past that fear, until we grow. So challenge yourself. Do something every day that scares you. Guess what? I'm doing it today. I don't like doing videos. This is not my comfort zone, but since I want to take my coaching business to the next level and take it online, I can't do what I've always done. I can't just be in a room with people, talking to people. That's my comfort zone. I have to stretch and I have to grow. So come grow with me. I'm going to challenge myself. You challenge yourself. And let's see what happens. Thank you. God bless. And I will see you on the next video.